TET presents I'm a Rhino Lover, the journey to spread the awareness on Save Rhino internationally.
I'm a Rhino lover. I really love Rhino. I'm a Rhino lover. I really love Rhino.
Welcome viewer. In the durability of the film I'm a Rhino Lover, Episode 8, TET brings to you this occasion to tell about the charity, Helping Rhinos, in this Episode 9. Helping Rhinos is an international rhino charity. Helping Rhinos is forging innovative conservation, community, and education enterprise to ensure the long-term survival of the rhino and other exposed wildlife in their natural niche. They're working in Kenya, united with the country's vision to reach a population of black rhinos by 2030. About their work in Kenya, they partake in South Africa's charge to restore healthy populations of black and white rhinos in all crucial conservation areas, backing the benefits of a rising technological openings. About their work in South Africa, they're perfecting livelihoods by investing in original communities and leading conservation education enterprises. What are they trying to do? Simply put, they love rhinos. Their end is to help the species survive in sustainable situations in their natural niche. Rhino has been on the earth for 50 million times and has evolved into their current form throughout that time as the terrain and their niche have changed. They now face their biggest challenge as man restricts their natural niche and kills them for their cornucopia. They may be emblematic of a struggle between man and the natural world. They aim to help the species survive for unborn generations. This means that they favor systems that support the development of sustainable populations. How are they helping rhinos? They work with a small number of mates, generally in Africa, who meet some or all of the following criteria: save or develop new territories for rhinos and other species to cover rhinos from coddling. Give information and education on the significance of sustaining the rhino population to original communities and broader populations. Sustain the species via other sustainable and scalable systems. There are 7 key focus areas. In order to keep rhinos safe in their natural niche, they believe there are 7 crucial areas that they must be riveted on achieving. The first 6 crucial areas are the critical day-to-day functional processes of keeping rhinos safe, working with original communities, and icing their global strategy at the loftiest position of government to combat the illegal wildlife trade. Bolstering these 6 focus areas is the most critical backing. Without backing in place, none of the former 6 areas will be successful. At Helping Rhinos, their number 1 idea is to secure the backing needed to ensure their systems in the field can continue to operate. Their focus is on the habitat. Balancing the need to both protect land for wildlife and to sustain a growing human population is key to minimizing human-wildlife conflict. Promoting local communities the benefit of keeping land for wild animals and the possibility of generating a more significant income than other potential land uses will ultimately put less pressure on rhino habitats. Their protection policies. Their focused, effective, multi-pronged approach to anti-poaching initiatives is essential, including setting up dog patrol units, finding creative ways to recruit rangers, e.g. black mambas, ensuring on-the-job ranger training and a focus on their welfare, introducing community liaison officers, gathering intelligence and using brand new technology. Their community concept. They are working for wildlife conservancies, reserves and must develop strong local community relations to provide tangible benefits and employment opportunities for its community members. Offering meaningful incentives to locals to protect wildlife will help to eliminate poaching. Their views on education. They believe that educational resources must be provided for use in schools surrounding rhino habitats and programs established to engage with the local adult populations. These programs should cover all conservation issues: anti-poaching, habitat loss, the welfare of domestic animals, and management of water sources. Setting up international education programs and implementing demand reduction campaigns in countries known for the high usage of rhino horn is also an essential step. Their line of research. They said that conservationists must work with research organizations to validate the effectiveness of rhino protection and demand reduction initiatives, use statistical analysis to confirm reported rhino population sizes and trends in population growth, decline, and conduct scientific research into protecting critically endangered species, e.g. northern white rhino. Their political advocacy. They emphasize that governments play a key role in tackling illegal wildlife crime. It is vital to work with them to implement enforceable legislation with meaningful penalties, campaign for a legal system to stamp out bribery and corruption, lobby for greater transparency of actions taken to tackle illegal trade, encourage timely and regular publication of results achieved by initiatives to reduce illegal wildlife trade, and lobby for the introduction of habitat protection initiatives. About their method of funding. They believe that the mindset of how conservation is funded must change with a focus on creating sustainable funding models and reducing the reliance on traditional donor programs. Helping Rhinos is committed to an investing in success approach to the allocation of funds to provide transparency to supporters on how the funds contribute to the overall conservation goals. Their address, where you may get them: Helping Rhinos, 50 Coldstock Road, Burgess Hill RH15 Nor XZ, UK. We are now adding a video, titled, Celebrating 10 Years of Helping Rhinos, from the site Helping Rhinos, in which you will get more clarity about the charity. You may also go to their site by clicking the link given in the description of episode 9 of our film. I am a Rhino lover.
One terrible night in March 2012, 3 poachers made their way here, to Koreka Game Reserve, and unfortunately 3 rhinos fell victim to their horrendous activities. The first male was found dead, the second died 24 days later.
Leaving just one female who was actually found on the very spot that I'm standing now. Nobody thought she would survive. Her injuries were so severe, and yet 10 years on, she's not only thriving, but she's mothered 4 calves as well. What an incredible thing that is. But utterly heartbreaking was that footage, which spread all around the world. And Simon Jones from the UK, who had previously volunteered here on the reserve, was so gut-wrenched by what he saw that he knew he had to do something. So he set up Helping Rhinos to help protect these animals forevermore.
I had a kind of a passion for wanting to get involved with wildlife in their natural habitat and protecting that, and you know, the rhino has always been close to my heart. We started from a blank piece of paper, really, not quite knowing what direction Helping Rhinos would go in, and yet here we are a decade later. We've raised over £2.25 million. We've got our headquartered offices in the UK, we've got offices in the US and now in the Netherlands as well. I'm incredibly proud of what we've achieved, and most importantly what we've managed to do to help keep rhinos safe and protected in their natural habitat.
Through the dedicated work of Helping Rhinos, crucial funds have been raised to support and action the vital work on the ground. From the increase of anti-poaching units, including the Eyes in the Sky programme, to the Black Mambas, an all-female team who are stopping poachers in their tracks. Working alongside local communities helps to provide employment and empowerment while strengthening rhino populations. With the building of a new school comes a new generation of people who will protect their land and the wildlife within it. With your support, Helping Rhinos have aided those at the front line of conservation over the last 10 years. Veterinary and ecological teams are active 24/7 to protect, rescue and monitor rhinos, and a rhino orphanage gives orphans a second chance before being translocated to a new and wild home. There is a lot more that still needs to be done if future generations are able to see rhinos living in the wild and not just on the pages of a history book. Helping Rhinos partners with incredible individuals and organisations to create and protect rhino strongholds, areas of habitat that will be protected in perpetuity and allow the rhinos and all other wildlife to thrive. These landscapes will play a key role in addressing biodiversity loss and climate change through the creation of healthy ecosystems.
As we move into the next decade and beyond, we will and we have to achieve success in terms of this rewilding and restoring of wild spaces. And that's very much looking at a holistic approach to rhino conservation. So we're looking at making sure we're still keeping rhinos safe, the security, the protection, all the stuff we've been doing focusing on the last 10 years, anti-poaching work, etc. And we need to work at rewilding and restoring this habitat if rhinos and other endangered wildlife have a future on our planet.
It's clear to see just how much success helping rhinos have had over the last 10 years. It's difficult to say exactly the number of rhinos that have directly benefited, but I think it's easy to say there's been quite a few. And whilst it's important that we look back and reflect on the past and realise how far we've come, it's really critical that we look forward to the future as we think about projects involving range expansion and rhino strongholds.
Together we can and will make a difference so that orphans like Leko have a safe future. Get involved and show your support by visiting our website and join us for our online event on the 21st of May.
Thanks for viewing the video of Helping Rhinos. If the viewers visit the site of the charity Helping Rhinos, they will get sad news. We just added that, without editing the news to inform our viewers. Helping Rhinos has been written in the news with the title, New Year, New Orphan, Friday the 6th of January 2023. We're not even 1 week into the new year and we're sad to announce that tragically a newly orphaned rhino has been rescued and taken to Zululand Rhino Orphanage. Rhino poaching in the area has become relentless, and with more rhino mothers being killed, more rhino calves are being orphaned. This latest male orphan was spotted just a few days into January, and after being found by the helicopter was darted and then loaded into a truck for safe transport to the orphanage. Thankfully, on arrival at the orphanage on a hot day with the awaiting team concerned about his welfare, apart from having sores all over his little body, he was in good condition. It is thought that he got these sores during his time alone in the bush, as it is believed he was alone for at least 2 weeks. Luckily he is old enough to eat a lot of grass, which is what we believe kept him alive. He weighs 300 kilograms and is estimated to be about 7 months old. He must have been exhausted after such a long day as he slept through his first night at the orphanage. He was put on a drip for rehydration and given antibiotics and vitamins. The team tried to offer him a milk bottle a few times without success. This is normal for older orphans. He has been given the name Misazaneni, Msasa for short, by the rangers who found him, after the area in which he was found. This now brings the number of orphaned rhinos we have rescued since little guy Leko arrived in 2020 to 6. With many hungry mouths to feed, 7 rhino orphans currently reside at the orphanage, security to keep them safe, trained rhino carers to look after them, and improvements to the orphanage needed to help them expand. This really is a critical time for the only dedicated specialist rhino orphanage in Zululand, South Africa. Support MSASA and the Zululand Rhino Orphans. We call upon your urgent support in these rhino orphans' time of need. Please give what you can to help us help them. Helping Rhinos would be so grateful for any donation you can make to ensure MSASA grows and thrives and to keep the expanding orphanage operational. Every rhino really does count. TET repeats that, in this connection, if you want to donate to the charity Helping Rhinos, please check the site. We are thankful to the charity Helping Rhinos and YouTube. Thanks again all the viewers, for spending time in the video of TET, I Am a Rhino Lover, Episode 9. Those who are not yet viewed our previous episodes may watch them, by clicking the link given in the description. We will bring a new episode about another charity. Please say aloud, Save Rhino, and Save Rhino. See you soon.